Back again with the second sugar carbon cell. This time I'm using the thicker material as a separator instead of a paper towel. That's the first one. The first one started to get some yellowing up around the top of the paper towel and some darker colouring over there on that section. That's been in the solution now for about 4 or 5 days. And this one's brand new, just made it then. Its voltage is 0.58, and I've got both multimeters hooked up to the new cell. I'll see if it runs the little motor, and I have instant voltage drop, and oh yeah, the amps are starting to, I don't know, what are they doing, dropping or raising? Dropping. Yeah, amperage is only 7 milliamps. I've got the charger hooked up. I'll give it a slight charge and see if we can get that motor to spin on the second cell. Okay, we're putting in 2.4 volts are going up. We're drawing on over 200 milliamps. There we are. We've just dropped down. Actually, this one might be better with the larger separator. I think the other one was about 100 milliamps on that one. Well, that's enough. We'll see what that should drop down to about 0.5 volts. That was my steel rule. Oh, we might as well have got the motor. It's going to drop anyway. Okay, we got that spinning. Alright, 0.5 volts, doing 11 milliamps. And it dropped. The motor stopped, but then it's trying to start again. And now it's doing weird things. Yeah, it's doing the same strange things that one was doing. Without a charge, it drops and just stays dropped, but if you give it a slight charge, it will drop right down and then the milliamps will start to increase and the voltage stabilizes again. And then I think it will probably run on that little bit of a charge for over half hour. As you can see, the milliamps keep going up. The voltage went down though, so I guess it will get to a point here. Definitely strange sort of cells, these two. I'm going to hook them up in series in a minute and see how they respond. It should get the voltage up to at least 0.9 running that motor. Yeah, the first cell, I've been charging and discharging it daily. It doesn't hold a charge overnight though. It will slowly dissipate its energy. And then I think it dissipates over about an hour and it's all gone with no load on it. I tried twice charging it up and putting it on, leaving it overnight with nothing, and in the morning it's dead, but a slight charge and it's back up doing this. But without that charge it won't power that, and it only delivers about 6 milliamps on its own steam. So I'm not really sure what the charge is doing. It could be just making chlorine, but on 2-volt charge making heaps of chlorine? I don't think so. It's a really efficient electrolysis cell. Okay, I'll get back when I connect them in series. Okay, back again. The voltage is 1.3 with the 2 in series. Got the negative to positive, negative going to the amp meters, and positive of 1 amp meter, and the multimeter amp negative to the next, and then the other end is over here. We'll see if that just powers that motor straight up with no charge at all. Even though we've charged that one's probably discharged. So we'll hook it up. Okay, I got nothing. Milliamps is counting up. Motor's not moving yet. It will when it gets to about 10 milliamps. It's trying. Oh, hang on. Might have jammed it. Alright. Still not turning. Maybe you have to put some charge. Okay, I'll charge. Voltage bounce back's pretty good. I'll keep the charger on. Oh, it's gone up to 3. Oops. Count the seconds in a minute. I'll set it when it gets to a timer on the video. Okay, start timing. Only 19 milliamp draw. Maybe that's a weaker cell now, and it's dropped down to match that cell. We'll see how it goes. That's 30 seconds, thereabouts. I'll connect the load, that'll drop the voltage. Okay, load's running. Voltage dropped heaps. Okay, we're counting back up with the load running. Wonder if we go up past 40.43. The extra cell sort of didn't seem to do much. That seems to be worse than the single cell. I'll give it some more charges later and see what happens. Back with the two cells in parallel, they seem to perform way better in parallel than in series. I charged this for an hour and this solid green stuff formed on this side of the cell, on the aluminium side, and on the other side, nothing. I think it's pretty sealed because it's in the corners and it's wedged quite well. And I charged it for an hour and it's been about an hour and a half now running, and that green stuff seems to be melting as it discharges. It was pretty thick. I stirred it with that bar there. So I think the little motor will keep running for another hour. I think it gets about 2 hours, or it did on one cell. So now we've combined the two cells, electron capacity. But yeah, it's a very strange cell for just Epsom salts, manganese dioxide gel wedged between the two plates. I wonder if that one there, I can't really see. Oh yeah, it does have something down there. See that discolouring, but not as prominent as that. Maybe the sealing off the two sides creates a dual layer. See, it's melting, I reckon. That's getting less dense on the bottom, dissolving back in the liquid. I'll get back and when the motor stops running, and we'll see if all that stuff has dissolved. Very weird. Lucky I had a clear container. I would have missed this altogether. Okay, I'll be back when that's fully discharged. Well, it's been 2.5 hours at discharging. The motor's still going. The gel slowly disappearing, but we'll see if it completely disappears when the motor stops. So I'll get back when the motor discharges.